I'm gonna ask you once. Who you working for?
I'm working for your mother.
Fuck you. Fuck me?
Yeah. No, wait, stop, wait.
Crochet horse.
Who you working for?
Stop, come here.
Drop it. When I spell his fucking name right now. Fuck. Call my God.
If I don't acknowledge it, then ladies and gentlemen, let's start it like this, I'm on. Is this thing on? Hello? Hello guys. How's it going? You may remember me. My name's Shani and this is my Lexus IS250. You've seen this thing before, but it did not look this good. It has completely changed. So the last time I was on with Drew, we hooked up with the Reckless Tribe boys and we did a little bit of a photo shoot and video shoot. We did a little bit of driving through Glasgow. But now we're here in miserable ass Edinburgh and the car has completely changed. Since the last time you've seen me, I was on stock wheels, the ride height was raised, I had OEM headlights, it was dirty, well this is still kind of dirty, but I changed it up completely. I decided that I wanted to do everything that needed to do in terms of repairs while it was raised. So it got all the ABS issues fixed, it's got now new Goodridge racing brake lines. So now they won't kink and I can brake properly now, which is fantastic.
Alright my man. Alright. I'm Shand. This is car, the Altezza. You say the wheels bent? Or the whole car? You were taking it, so nobody else does that? Right, okay, that's fine. Hi, I'm Chris Shand. This is my Altezza. It's my drift car. I've had it for about 5 years. It started off as a Beams engine, the 2 litre 4-cylinder, and started doing SDC, Scottish Drift Championship, and just wasn't enough grunt power. So went for the 1JZ V8. And never looked back, absolutely love it. Could be a bit lower after seeing Shani's car, it just makes me feel like this thing's like a monster truck now. But nah, it still works and you can use it every day if you wanted to. It's not too bad. There's a bit damage that actually happened on the wing, the first drift day I did in it. I just got the whole thing painted. Chris Coyle, sorry, I always get his name wrong, from Glasgow. Sorry, Dumbartonshire, it's not Glasgow, Dumbartonshire. And close enough, and he painted the whole car, and first time out in it, fucked that, did that, just totally wrecked the car. But it's great. Fake Ganadors and stuff like that. Fake Russian Vertex stuff everywhere. The only thing I think that's genuine is the TRD rear lip, that's about it. Minty fresh spoiler. The wheels, right. The wheels. Works VSKFs. They are 17x9 and 17x9.5. ET 20-ish, like give or take, like 18 and 22. What the fuck, aye. No spacers, and that's it. They're LS 400 front brakes. They pretty much just fit straight on. Not bad. Full interior. It's a good car, I must say. It's never, that would never really let me down ever, apart from a cam sensor that messed up on it. Apart from that, it got chewed up by the belt. Apart from that, and it still drove home. Still drove home with the cam sensor chewed up. Aye.
Yeah, we are indeed doing a shred tonight, and I'm quite looking forward to it. I gotta warn you boys, I'm a bit rusty, like.
Single cam VTEC, man.
Oh, is it single?
Yeah!
Specialize in urban jungle, rough, rugged and humble. Rumble with the suns, Humpty Hump, no one runner. Russell Crowe, go, yo, blast your party rumble. Bumblebee, pump 3, yo, coming out the hustle. City boys stumble down south like the gumbo. Tussle on the floor, no more with guns cuddle. Nothing subtle, dum-dums out the muzzle. Wanna suppress the whole block, watch them crumble. Like Columbo, Triple O had a couple. Thug team hustle, blast off like the shuttle. Huckleberry Bim, yo, jumping out the jumbo. Plus juggle is made like Ralph, that at the tunnel. Let 'em know how it is.
But first I gotta
Let 'em know how it is.
But first I gotta
And if the Funkdoobiest stepped out, rock your hand. A hella girls in the club. This Oscar De La Renta stage left in a Lex bubble. With Chris Rebel, Red Box, this the whack MC like on Esco. Discotheque legend, hit you all together. Peter Sellers, Eddie Bella, Donatella, Lupinella. And then Super Red Mountain, a punch of cerebellum. Stella, Mel, drink the still, word up, rock the center. You're Rockefeller, sound like Penn and Teller. On President Zeppo with Heath Ledger. Witness Vendetta forever with hit records. Don't pretend y'all don't see this, no matter how it is.
But first I gotta
Let 'em know how it is.
But first I gotta
The dragon's return, don't is confirmed. Now you
Holy shit, man. At least only cut it where you don't have to have like a knife or a pair of scissors. Hey, I'm Kyle, this is my Lexus IS250. This is a car that I've wanted to build for absolutely ages. They never sold a manual gearbox, only ever came in automatic, so the eventual goal was get a drift car, get it converted to manual, and yeah, this is the result. Had this car for like 7 years now. Started off with the initial build. It's got a PMC adapter plate, which includes their billet flywheel, run on BMW GetRag 5-speed gearbox, custom prop, custom gearbox mount, all that kind of stuff. One of the cool things about this car is instead of fitting a clutch pedal, I ripped all of them out, and I have now got a racing pedal box in there, dual master cylinders for the brakes, bias bar, big hydro. Yeah, pretty drift spec.
Third gear, in drift land on 17s, it just, that's it. You hook second, if the tyres are quite new, you maybe hook second, but nah, third gear, just all the time. Any part of the track, it's fucking great. Do a wee bit of street now and again, obviously for legal reasons, every now and again when it's safe and that. Public roads, sorry, private roads, sorry, fuck it, edit that bit. Mexico.
The car's not straight piped, which is fun, very, very fun, because I can't hear anything anymore. But it sounds phenomenal. On the range between 3,000 and 5,000 RPM, it just roars. It wakes everybody up, and I just drive by like this, smug as a button while everybody goes deaf, and it's a phenomenal feeling. The looks that I get in this car are incredible. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that with their own cars, but when you just drive past people, the necks start breaking, you hear the odd compliments, oh that's awesome. Fun fact, some guy actually compared this to an Aston Martin DB5 earlier and said that was better. So the audacity, DB5 over a Toyota. Are you kidding me?
So right now it is running a naturally aspirated 2JZ. I know, sad. Just didn't have the money for the turbo at the time, so I've done various things like it's converted to a drive-by-wire, or it's converted to a cable throttle from drive-by-wire for better response. Custom inlet manifold. I cut up the exhaust manifold and took the cats out of it and then welded it all back together. Just basic breathing mods. The big goal for this year is to get a turbo on this car. One of the things I wanted to achieve with this car was I wanted to keep it low power and not mad steering angle, because big steering angle, big power, they get you out of a hole when you're drifting. I wanted to learn to be good. I wanted to learn that Japanese style. You know the boys in the Corollas, the twin cams, the mountain hills. I want a big commitment, big angle, big speed, and yeah, so now that I've got a fair few drift days on my belt, I've been doing it for years, I think I'm ready for another couple hundred horsepower. The end of the year, I'm hoping for about 400 to the wheels, I think is a nice, realistic target. Probably the most labour intensive thing I've done to this car is stripped it right down to a bare chassis, took all the underseat underneath and stitch welded the entire chassis, which stiffened it up a good bit. Done the whole inside and outside in white bed liner. Yeah, it's clean, it's fun. I like to do skids, got a welded diff.
My cousin Gary, he had he had a Peugeot 205 GTI when he was 18, and he had to insure it as like an SX or some shit like that, because he was just like, and he was like, we couldn't insure it any other way. And this was back in the day before they had computers that could tell you all that shit. So you literally just phoned the insurance and went, it's a 1.1 look, and they would believe you. So yeah, but if you crashed it, that's when you're worried. So he had a 205 GTI and brilliant wee car. And then he got an Astra GSI, and that's the one that he kind of modified, started doing like poly bushes and suspension, wheels. And I think it was that kind of made me think like, I want to get into it. Also Gran Turismo first, Gran Turismo another. That got me into the Japanese side of things. Go-karting as well. Like when I was just 5, I actually flipped a go-kart when I was 5-year-old at Trinent. They had a go-kart track out there, it's closed now, but flipped a go-kart. Like, how the fuck at 5-year-old do you flip a go-kart? I have no idea, but I did that, and I've never looked back. I've just always been mad with cars since 5, pretty much. Just love them.
I work hard, you know, and I'm one of those guys who I like to put money into something that's actually tangible and physical, so that I can proudly say I own this car and this is where all my money goes, and I can enjoy it a little bit more. So yeah. Oh, and also yes, it is completely static. This is just lowered an inch at the front and an inch and a half at the rear from what it was before. So it rubs, it scrubs, but you gotta love it. You just can't. It's fantastic. You know, it drives great. BC Racing coilovers. That's all I can say. They're absolutely perfect.
I remember being pretty young and I seen a Lexus GS300, which I didn't know what it was at the time, driving up my street. It was decked out. It was just low, but it looked like it was the coolest thing ever, the quad taillights, the quad headlights. And I remember literally going into my laptop and just Googling, because I seen the Lexus badge, Googling Lexus, just trying to find any make and model. And eventually I came across this thing, and I decided right then I wanted to build one. But when I found out they only ever sold them in automatic, I thought, right, that's going to be fairly labour intensive, it's going to take a lot of money. And I didn't know a whole lot about cars back in the day, like I've kind of taught myself what I know. So I spent a good 6 months doing research. I actually had an old CLK that I got cheap and used to drift, and I got rear-ended and some boy wrote it off for me, and the insurance money came in and I thought, time to build. So that was kind of the inspiration for this car. I actually built it in Northern Ireland. Funnily enough, I built it while I was at uni in the summer holidays. So like, I was over here at uni, flying back, doing stuff to the car. Took about 8 or 9 months, but that was very broken up work. yeah, that was the original build. And since then it's just been evolving. I've done the stitch welding, bucket seats, just kind of went out, drifted it, seen what I wanted to change and changed it.
As you can see, I now have new V-Land LED headlights. These are absolutely stunning and they change the entire look of the car. They're just something different, you know, they look really, really nice in the car, they flow well with the rest of the chrome and the white stickers. But as you can tell from this angle of view here, your boy has VSKS. My absolute dream wheel, the wheel that I've always wanted since the day I got into cars actually. The first day that I got into cars, I was watching Hot Version on YouTube and every car I seen had VSKS. So now I own a set. These are 18 by 9.5, sorry 18 by 8.5 plus 32, and the rears are 18 by 9.5 plus 38. In terms of fitment, they're absolutely fine. I'm clearly catching my bumper there, but that went so bad. But I mean, like, everything else is cut out, so it's perfectly fine. The backs are nice and tight as well. These have a 2.5-inch lip, and then the rears are a 3-inch lip. But they just set the car off so well. Because the car is generally quite a new car, it's a 2008, it comes with a lot of the chrome accents and a lot of the clear lights. So having really, really bright wheels kind of sets the tone for everything else and kind of ties in with the rest of the car.
This one's pretty much done. I think the only future plans would be a Cusco dash dodger kind of cage and throttle bodies or nitrous or both. So we'll see what happens. Because the other day there, I got undertook by a BMW Z3 and sorry Z4, sorry, and he just fucking blitzed me, and I was just like, motherfucker, I need nose, I need throttle bodies or some shit. I need to be faster. I can't get beat by a Z4. Fuck this. So aye.
So for now the interior's back in, but I can't guarantee it's going to stay that way. I like my drifty stuff. I'm just a big child. Literally, one of the best modifications I've ever done to this car is the jack and point at the rear. Literally took the standard crash bar, welded some CDS tube to it, and yeah.
I have new wind deflectors. So every other guy in the world has Team Heckles. Hey, yeah, clap, because these are amazing. Everyone has Team Heckle wind deflectors, but I thought I would change it up and go for Climber wind deflectors. I seen a set in America for $500. Absolutely not. Yeah. I seen a set of OEM ones in London, £450. Absolutely not. And I found these in a clearance sale from Climber in UK for £96 delivered. So yeah, I'm gonna just take my money. Don't ask me any questions, just take my money. I want them.
We good? We're fucking jamming, boys.
But it's 'cause it's been something's gotta give.